What up, guys? Y'all know what day it is? It's day 47 of vlogging, man. Yeah, it's came a long ways. We're almost at 50 days vlogging. Man, that's crazy, because beginning, I wouldn't even thought I would have been this consistent. Honestly, I mean, I have been consistent on some other things for this long, or even longer, like 3 months. You know, the typical 90 days and everything like that, but this is the longest that I stayed recording YouTube videos for, what, 47 days, you know, going on the 2 months, you know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, I'm obviously like, I'm proud of myself, but, you know, still a whole lot of work to do, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess I could just, you know, be proud of myself for sticking to something and telling myself I'm gonna do it, and I did. But now it's about following all the way through, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, day 47 of vlogging, typical day. Just read, work on the business, work on YouTube, of course. I might go out there and hustle up a little earlier today, get some money under my belt. You know, in business, you gotta spend some money to make money, right? So yeah, man, also definitely here in the near future, I know I said this in the past before, but incorporating the gym, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that's important. You know, health is wealth, you know? So I'm not saying I'm out of shape or anything like that, but I could be better, you know? I want, you know, put on some weight and all the good stuff, you know? So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and start this video right now. All right, y'all, so change of plans. I'm gonna basically hustle up for a little bit. Got some things to do in between, like 4 to 5, and then gonna get back to hustling. It's because I need to raise some money in order to basically pay for some of these business endeavors that I'm, you know, indulging in, of course. So that's the purpose of us grinding early and trying to get the most money that we can, right? Because we're gonna throw that right into the business, and yeah, well, not hopefully, but as the business grows, then we won't need to do that. But yeah, man, so let's get to work. As always, man, you gotta get some fuel. I don't think I'm gonna get a snack today, though. Nah. Thank you. Yup. Yep. But I did it. I don't do none of that. None of that, nothing. She was like, sir? And I was like, huh? And she was like, oh, never mind. I'm like, man, they thinking I was stealing. Gotta get some apple juice for my kid. Yeah, Chipotle. Y'all see it. I swear this is the best spot right here.
All right, y'all. So I feel like people fail to realize that your friends ain't gonna take you anywhere. You know what I mean? Especially when you're first starting out, like you're on this path alone, man. Like hanging out with friends and like just acquaintances, like they're not. It's hard to get anywhere surrounding yourself with like a large group of people, because at the end of the day, it's like, what do they have to offer you? Like you can't be successful with 10 people all thinking about the same thing. Like, okay, we're gonna come up and brainstorm, because if you have 10 people, everybody's gonna want to do different things. And mind you, I'm just giving like the situation the benefit of the doubt, but 9 times out of 10, out of those 10 people, you might be the only one that's ambitious and actually wants more in their life. Everybody else is just out there, just all they want is the next party, you know what I'm saying, the next group of girls to hang out with and to go out drink, you know what I mean? So like you have to be willing to isolate yourself to elevate, you know what I'm saying? You know, you just literally have to, like basically when they're partying, you elevate, you know what I'm saying? Celebrate, you elevate. So yeah, man. So all this thing like, oh, I want to hang out with my friends, they're not gonna be there for you forever. Keeping them around and making them happy isn't really gonna pay no dividends to your future. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna pay dividends to your future. They're not gonna be paying your bills. They're not gonna be the ones that's there for you really when you need them. You know what I'm saying? Granted, there is some really good friends, and obviously whenever you do start to see success, you could start to surround yourself with like-minded people who are on the same, like who share the same goals and same mindset. But when you're first starting, you kind of got to drop all your friends, man. Like they're either gonna be happy for you or they're gonna be like, oh man, fuck that dude. Like, okay, oh well. Like you just gotta move on to the next thing. Like forget them. They're not gonna pay anything that's really of substance. So yeah, man, like I just think like people should make, you know, self-improvement and investing in yourself a priority over hanging out with your friends and going out on dates, you know, friendly dates of course, but like that's just wasting time. Like you should be having your head in the books, courses, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you can to make money, you know what I mean, and just invest that into yourself. Yes, your self-growth, your personal growth, and just reinvest in yourself, man. Like that's the way to go, you know, because at the end of the day, you have to make success a duty. You know what I'm saying? This is like, it's not no playing games. As you get older, and I recognize myself, like life is hard. Life is really hard, so you gotta find a way. Like I'm trying to find a way. I'm in my route right now, you know. It's only a matter of time before it happens, you know. The hardest part is just staying consistent. Like you know what you need to do, but you just have to stay consistent until, you know, opportunity meets preparation. And once they clash, you're just like, oh, it's an overnight success, but they didn't see those long hours and, you know, them lonely nights, doubtful nights that you thought you wasn't even gonna make it, you know. So, you know, they gonna like, it sounds great to be making millions, but they're not gonna like the trade-off, like, you know, sacrifices, you know, not seeing people, not being social. Like it takes a lot of work, and some people, like if you really show them the amount of work it takes, they'll be like, nah bro, I'm good. So, but everybody's not like you. Everybody wasn't built to do great things like you. So yeah, man, just keep that in mind and keep prospering out here.